Hello guys, it is Bearstar here, back with yet another Fall of Porcupine video. So the last one, we went to the fall harvest, and also sad events happened right before the video ended. Irma, who has been a patient for a little bit, is no longer with us. She's gone, sadly. I don't know why I can interact with the TV. I just thought it would. I just wanted to see what would happen. So yeah. Oh yes, and it's the first day of winter, so we're wearing our winter getup. But yeah. So I guess we're working our first shift since the unfortunate passing of Irma. Wait, Alfio? Well, looks like someone got out the wrong side of bed this morning. What happened? Didn't you enjoy the hibernation festival? Things aren't so great right now, Alfio. Can I help you? No. Sorry, bud, there's nothing you can do. Hey, you said if that bike is still there come winter, I think you said you would use it. You're not using it. It is winter. Hibernation Festival marked the first day. I love the music in this game. Oh, let's see if we can visit the bar. You should know. We weren't able to get in contact with him yesterday. But he should know now. Tried to tell him before she went, but he wasn't responding. Not how I wanted my first night shift with Dr. Krakowski to go. Krakowski. Kiolano. I'm really sorry that Irma was... Nope, I can't do that yet. So we don't know if he knows. I don't want to talk to you today, Nino. Not today. So this one may not have as happy of a start, depending on when you're watching this. If you're watching it directly after the last one, then probably still a little sad. I don't know, if you listen to Irma's stories, you kind of get attached to her a little bit. Kind of like a little bit like your own grandma or your own family member who likes telling stories. It's there telling you stories. So I'm a person where if you make a game well enough, I will get attached to characters. Most games I play, I do get attached to characters. Because I really, like, immerse myself in the game. We can't talk to the bear statue. Oh yeah, that's gonna be ice now. Or it should be. It's not ice. I heard the walk of the water sound. Oh. Also, we gotta see if Ollie's still here. At a certain point, as anyone, medical professional, as a friend, a family member, there's only so much you can do for people. Oh, I sense a dark cloud over you, young one. You had a death on your ward, right? It's never pretty, that's for sure. But the river of life flows on regardless. Let it carry you. We'll all get swept into the great sea of eternity one day. Perfect timing that you walked by. I wish I could tell, Giotar, or whatever his name is. I wish I could tell him at one of my patients. One of the people on my ward wanted to talk to him. Hello, Ingrid. Morning. Have a nice weekend? Oh, it's Monday. Why the gloomy face? Morning, Ingrid. I'm not in a great mood. Is this because of Mrs. Declama? I'm sorry, kid. Really. I liked the old lady too. I was hoping I'd feel better after the weekend. Well, I guess you're just one of those people who feels a lot for others. Just make sure it doesn't become a problem for you. That's a part of our profession, kid. Try to focus. There's enough living people around here who need your help. I get it though. They always say that first staff really stinks with you. Yeah, maybe you're right. I'll focus and try my best. That's the spirit. One reason I would never want to be a doctor. Can't imagine if you're like really unlucky and you're constantly getting people with conditions that have no treatments. Because their job is to diagnose also. So conditions aren't known. I mean, there may be like speculation, but good morning, Finley. How are you? Alright, I think. A patient died yesterday. Your patient. I imagine Irma's death is still on your mind. Nevertheless, I would ask that you don't let your performance levels drop. We can't let these things affect our work. Got it. You can rely on me. You know the drill. We'll talk again once you've finished treating your patients. Try to make this a good day, Finley, in spite of everything. Good luck. Oh, one more thing. Irma died of complications from pneumonia. Or no, not pneumonia. Pneumonia? She was old. Her immune system just couldn't hold everything off. She remained stable for a while. However, her condition worsened during her stay here. These things happen sometimes. The incident with the water damage in her room probably didn't help either. What I'm trying to say is not your fault. You did nothing wrong. I've even made a note to that effect in my report. I assigned you to treat Irma, and that was the right decision. I'm sure of it. Weird. Oh, I forgot two people text me. Good morning. Hope you're feeling well again. Glad you're coming back. Still can't believe I won. I'm still shaking. That was amazing. Thanks, Finley. Hello. Just come over and see you. Finley, I heard about Irma. I'm so sorry. Hope you're okay. I'll be making her memorial figurine today. Gonna make sure it's a good one. Come by anytime if you need to talk, okay? She's getting a figurine. Okay. What's scissors mean? Let's check on you first. How are you doing? Have you been avoiding stress, like prescribed? Good morning, Miss Van Galen. Four names. Is it that time already? Your colleague said you'd be checking on me again today. Well, looks like she was right. Shall we get straight to it? I'm sure you want to get back home too. Okay, this is actually the easy one. Okay. We want to do orange first. We need 2 of those. And this and then this. And that should be perfect. Yep, I'm seeing a significant improvement. You know what? I'm actually feeling a lot better today. Better than I have in years. I feel like I'm really aware of my surroundings again. Sounds like the medication's doing its job. Yes, but I think there's more to it than that. I managed to talk to Dr. Garatera again, and it was like he tore down a wall inside me. Suddenly I saw everything I used to think was important in a different light. I've decided to change my life around completely. I don't want to end up here again. I want to be able to focus on other things. Instead of just living for my job, I called my boss this morning and requested 4 weeks off. That's great. That's not what she thought. She threatened to fire me on the spot. Oh, I'm sorry. Don't be. I am the island, I am the sea, and maybe unemployed. But I don't care at all, and that's great. I'll do my exercises, and follow my heart more. Thank you for helping me. I'll make sure to thank Dr. Garatera again before I leave, too. Have a great day, and look after yourself. Oh, it's nice to see you in good spirits. I should have done 301 first. Yeah, I'm gonna do 301 first, because Dr. Krokowski... Oh no, you're actually leaving off, okay. Normally when I'm done, Dr. Krokowski is in the break room. At least has been lately. Hello, Doctor, whatever your name is. Now, my dear colleague, what's your assessment of your health status? My withdrawal symptoms are diminishing, and so's the pain. Good. Do you mind if I examine you? That's what I'm here for. Okay, what's this one? Oh, my bad. Cool. That one's easy. We're going to keep increasing your vitamin B1 and energy intake. Your liver's on the mend. Are you sure? Nonsense. My liver's had it. The readings are clear. You're a surgeon. Surgeons don't really learn much about certain things. Really? You came to us just in time. Feel free to take a look for yourself. We'll have to keep you here for a few more days for observation. If you want to keep on living, you need to keep off the alcohol. Forever. Clear, honest words. I like it. Maybe something will come of you after all, in the distant, far-off future. I don't think pigeons live a fraction of the time of owls. But what I do or don't do is none of your business, understand? I've given you my medical opinion. That's all I can do. What you do with it is entirely up to you. So, if you want, you can ignore it. But I have tried my best. Yes, yes. Okay, So now we have to come all the way over here to 301. Ignore me, doctor. I'm just jumping. Anyway. Have I talked to you before? I don't think I have. Maybe? I don't know. I like how it's all flight creatures today. You're Emma, right? Okay. Miss Emma. Strawberry yogurt, right? No. I'm Emma Smith. Oh, right. That's what it says here. I must have read it wrong. How are you feeling, Emma Smith? I miss my home. And I've got my I've got tummy ache too. You did get some pills, didn't you? But it's still not better yet? No. Alright, let's take a closer look at what's with your tummy then. Oh, my least favorite one. Oh wait, no, this is the imagine. Okay. Okay, my bad. I thought it was a different one. Tooth and brain. So I found 4 of them. I just have to put them in the correct order. I have found quite a few of them. You can be skull. And you can be water. No? Okay. Oh, skull went in the exact same spot. That doesn't really help me. You can be the hand. You can be the tooth. You can be the water. And you can be the brain. Cool. The 2 are wrong. Wow. Okay. I'm doing terrible at this. Okay. Brain. Brain hasn't gone there before. Skull hasn't gone here before. And tooth. Cool. So there's one that is wrong. We're not gonna get an A on this. Unless I just happen to get this right. Yeah, it's the brain. So no bone. I haven't done foot. There we go. It's a B. No, that's an A. Alright, no, B. Yeah. I think your pain is because of your food allergy. I read that you're not allowed to eat certain things, is that right? Yes. So, are you watching what you eat then? Yeah, but you forgot to check one thing. What is it, Emma? Well, Gorda said that after the hibernation festival, you can eat as many nuts as you want. Is Gerda your mom? No, my mom's name is Mom, and she's away. Oh, who's Gerda then? Gerda Niesdork. I always visit her when I'm homesick. She's a doctor like you. Wait a minute. Do you mean Dr. Neisdorf? Yeah. Can you do me a favor, Emma? Okay. Please don't eat any more nuts. I'm sorry, but your tummy doesn't like nuts. Not even after the hibernation festival. Oh. It's mean, I know, but your tummy aches are mean too, aren't they? Yes. So you keep off the nuts and we'll think of some nice things for you and your tummy to eat, okay? Yeah, okay. Yeah. You can get tested at hospitals to see if your allergies have changed. But holidays don't change your allergies. All done? Yep. It took you longer than usual today. But given the circumstances, I'm willing to turn a blind eye to that. Let's see. See? Oh, an A. Nice. You get all A's, you get like an S rank or something. What have you got for me today? I don't have anything for you. Dr. Theobird was asking after you. Oh, really? Why? I couldn't say. However, he did ask if I could give you the rest of the day off. I'm not happy about it, but I said yes. I guess it must be something important then. You think I should go to his office? You can if you like, but you won't find him there. How do you know? Because he's just made himself comfortable in our break group. I'm starting to like Theobird less and less. Oh. Strange. That's just the way he is. I guess I'll pop in and see him then. As you wish. I mean, he put call on leave, which is basically kind of like firing Carl, but not firing Carl. I don't know if you get paid when you get forced on leave like that. Carl is probably still getting paid, but health professionals don't really get paid all that much to begin with. And Carl is someone who really cares about his job and really cares about the patients, so... Finley, there you are. Thank you for coming. You're Dr. Thielbert. What can I do for you? Nothing, but I wanted to talk to you. First of all, I would like to thank you. You've done an excellent job these past few days. Thanks. Is that all you wanted? No, not at all. I heard about Irma DeCalma's passing, of course. A tragedy, truly. Like so many others here in Porcupine, I knew Irma well and liked her a lot. I think I'll miss her very much. The whole town will. But you were the one who looked after her and were there for her in her final days. Is Irma the first patient who's died under your care? Yeah. I'm sorry to hear that. It's not uncommon to struggle getting them off your mind. Okay. It's not uncommon to struggle getting them off your mind. The first time. I still remember my first too. I think I know what you mean. I still think about Mrs. DeCalma a lot. Just try not to let those thoughts affect you too much. After all, there are still plenty of other people depending on your help. Don't get distracted from looking out for them. It's Irma's funeral service this afternoon. It will be held at Gilbert's. Giuliano hosts most of the funerals in this town. I'm sure this one will be especially hard for him. You should be there. You'll feel better afterward, believe me. You mean I can go to the service? You are excused for the rest of the day, and I'm sure Mrs. DeCalma would have invited you anyway. Okay then, I'll be there. Thank you, Dr. Thielbert. No need to thank me, Finley. Say goodbye to the old lady for me. Love the music. Can I talk to you? Dr. Krakowski, You spoke with Dr. Thielbert. Yes, and I wanted to sign off for today, if that's okay. You know, today is... Dr. Thielbert's already cleared it with me. What you do in your free time is none of my business. See you tomorrow. Well, that's all you have to say? Anyway. We're going to Irma's funeral. I wonder if Ollie's still there. At the hospital, I mean. Wow, it seems like when I normally get off. No, we're going this way. First patient death. That's probably not going to be the only one. I wonder what that town is supposed to be, the little village. Oh, hello. You're open again. Can I interest you in a hot cup of coffee? Perhaps a tea or saffron roll? No thanks. Sorry, I forgot somewhere to be. Sure thing. Maybe if you showed hot chocolate, you would get a lot of people buying. Especially now. For chocolate, that's the thing in the winter months. At least where I'm from. I wonder if Cole's gonna be here. Maybe? Okay, I don't know what's up with the randomly stopping. Oh, I fell out of the sky. So, you're here too, young one. It's good to see you. The roller coaster of life never stops, does it? A few days ago, we gathered to celebrate. Today, we've gathered to weep. Finley. Hey, Giuliano. I'm so sorry. I wish I had more. Finley. It's okay. Thank you for coming. I know we haven't known each other long, but it means a lot to me. Please, make yourself at home. There's food and drink. Go ahead, take a seat. Just make yourself at home. Is there really nothing I can do for you? Come to think of it. Oh, there's the windmill that she told us about with the dust trolls. There is one thing actually. Anything you want. What is it? I think there's a colleague of yours here too. He didn't hang around long. He just stood in the corner and didn't talk to anyone. Then I think he went out to the back door. I haven't seen him since. Could you go see if he's still there? Still here. I checked myself, but I've got my hands full. Sorry. Here I am asking for your help again. It's no problem. I'd be happy to do that for you. Thank you. Oh, I'm sure Pina made the figurine. It's such a nice tradition. I'm proud of you, Pina. Ha! Okay. Did you know Irma? Of course. I loved stopping to chat to her during my rounds. She was always sitting at her window with a plate of cookies next to her. She always made me coffee on cold days. I love one of her coffees right now. Irma. I can't believe she just died like that. So unfair. Oh, Pina. Wow, you're here. Sorry, Finley. I know how much you liked Irma. How are you feeling? Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Just happy I could be here today. Me too, even if it has been a bit stressful for me. But I'd do anything for Irma. If there's anything I can do for you, just say, okay? Yeah. Oh, Chloe and her brother. Giuliano really does have a lot of old books. A few of them are Irma's too. A very short story in which precious little happens. Oh, I love that book. 100 Creative Ways to Find Housing. I wonder if any of these still work today. And look at this. The Cherwell Plain Murders. I read that book in secret when I was a kid. Big mistake. Irma had really how do you spell it? Eccentric taste. Wait, why are you blocking the bathroom? What are you staring at? I've been standing here for 10 minutes. 1 second longer and I've peed my pants. And I need to blow my nose too. Oh, you're waiting on the bathroom. Okay, it's only one person to be in it. Okay. I'm like, why is he blocking the bathroom for Ralph or something? That would be very weird. Carl out here? Oh, it's Gregor. Okay, Gregor, you're here too? Get lost, kid. Don't you want to come inside? The service is about to start. No. There's food and drink too. Lots of people are here. Leave me alone. Okay. Are you okay? Okay. It's all my fault. What do you mean? What do you mean? I'm doing the best I can. I know the hospital relies on me. I'm the one who's supposed to look after it after a while. If the old lady hadn't gotten sicker. If that water damage hadn't happened. Oh, you think it's your fault? If I'd just taken better care of the hospital, then maybe she wouldn't have. This is my burden to bear. I'll never forgive myself. All those people in there. I see the way they look at me. They know it's my fault. Don't talk nonsense. It's not your fault. Don't talk nonsense. You couldn't stop Irma from dying. I felt the same way. I was the one treating her, right up until the end. I still believed she'd get better. I didn't want to face the fact that she was going to die. But in the moment she passed, I knew she was at peace with it. She was old, her body was weak, and she was happy. She didn't want people looking after her all the time. And that's okay. I did my best, and you did too. But sometimes things crumble and collapse no matter what we do. Sometimes we have to say goodbye to people. Sometimes we can't help them. I'm going in now. You can come with me if you want. I can't. I'm gonna stay here. Okay. But if you change your mind, just know that you'll be welcome. Sure, whatever. I should go. I don't want to disturb the bereaved. You should do what feels right for you. No one's forcing you to stay. Yeah, you're right. Let's go in. If we go in at the same time, they won't all be staring at me, and I can slip away quickly if I need to. Sounds good. Yeah. Oh, Ralph, really? He's gonna start freaking chaos. He wants the hospital shut down. Hey, Finley. Ted, you're here too? Of course, I've really fallen in love with this old bar. I didn't know there was a funeral today, and I didn't know the deceased at all. But I'd still like to be here for the wake. I'm sure Leono will be glad to see you. I hope so. Ted! I don't know who Ted is. Hello? Can I scroll up? Ted is new in town as well. She doesn't have a place to stay yet, so she moved into the motel room at Gilbert's. She could probably just stay there for a while. The place isn't that expensive and never gets booked much anyway. Speaking of which, she's working on a book right now. Wonder how that will turn out. Okay, you're not up there anymore. Oh, there's the figure for her. So, did you find him? Yes. He is the janitor at the hospital. But he doesn't want to come in. I think he needs some time to himself. He came in! I think we all do. I'm glad he's here though. Speaking of which, how are you holding up? I'm coping. But please let me know if there's anything I can do. I will, my friend. Please, sit down. It's about to start. Sure, take your time. Where'd Gregor go? Gregor walked in. I don't know why Finley's lying about that. He's just hiding somewhere. Or he left. Through the front door. I don't know, but he should have walked in, unless the game thought I didn't convince him to come in. Dear guest, could I have your attention for a moment? Thank you all for coming. I can barely bring myself to speak, but last night, Irma, my dear mother, passed away. She was a real talker, always telling stories, and she was surrounded by people who loved her. That's you guys. Thanks for that, all of you. When I was little, she taught me to play an instrument. She practiced with me, and I hated every second of it. But when I was playing, her eyes would just light up. I wish she could look at me that way again. I want to play a very special song for you. A song Irma requested every time I picked that instrument up. Oh. I remember one day, it was really frosty when I had to deliver my letters. I slipped on a patch of ice. My whole mailbag fell into the river with all the letters still inside it. And I tore my ligament. Irma not only helped me fish every single letter out of the river, she even dried them, restored them, and delivered them for me. Irma worked with my parents in a restaurant. Things had been going downhill for a while. Then Irma came up with a new dish. Rainbow beet gratin. It was a hit. Before long, it was the only dish anyone wanted. Irma and I used to play backgammon together every Thursday in the summer. How did you know Irma, Finley? I am... Ralph Shaw. I'll tell you how that skort knew Irma. He's the one who let her die. It's the truth. Irma was in great shape. Then, one day, she just bends over, sprains an ankle, ends up in the hospital. And a few days later, suddenly she's sick, real sick. And then she just dies. I'm telling you, it's all that guy's fault. Him and all the staff of that awful hospital. I just heard them talking about it right now. They're letting the hospital deteriorate. It's so bad the folks who go there pick up new diseases in the wards. Irma didn't even have pneumonia till they took her to that dump. I'm telling you, Irma didn't just die. She was murdered there. If St. Ursula's wasn't so useless, Irma would still be with us today. We'd be celebrating, not mourning. Everyone who works there should stand up and take the blame for this. We'd all be better off if that hospital was torn down and never darkened our skyline again. Ralph, that's a cock of nonsense. Nah, hold on. Maybe he's got a point. Why? I thought we were friends, Matthias. Yeah, St. Ursula is a danger to us all. That's right, we need to run these murderers out of town. Maybe it would be better that way. Look around you. Do you see anyone from the hospital there except for this clown? Exactly. They don't even have the nerve to come to your funeral. Because they know it's their fault. Plain as the nose on your face. But, quiet everyone. Please. This isn't about pointing the finger at anyone. This isn't about St. Ursula's. It's about Irma. My mother, your friend. Finley? Yeah? I'm sorry to have to ask you this. No. Perhaps it would be best if you leave. No, but... Please, I don't want this argument to ruin Irma's memorial. I'll make it up to you, I promise. There's no way you make up kicking someone out of a funeral. Let's talk later. Okay. It's literally impossible to make that up. Wow. Oh man, that didn't go how I expected. Looks like my cell phone had no reception at Gilbert's. Mia and Carl both tried to call me. Mia? Hey, Finley. Thanks for calling me back. I was worried when I saw you today. Are you okay? I'd be lying if I said I was. Oh. I don't know if it'll help, but I actually have plans for tonight. I think I need to get my mind off things, and I'm guessing you might want to as well. If you come along, we could help each other. You know, we'll be there too. What? Isn't she at the funeral? Sure, why not? Cool. I just got off work. I'm standing in the middle of the town square. Perfect. I'm heading away now. Let's meet at the hospital entrance, okay? Alright, see you soon. There is literally impossible to make up kicking someone out of a funeral of someone they were close to. Because the funeral is about remembering them and cherishing them. And you basically said that person wasn't allowed to do that with everyone else. Also, the annoying part is he didn't even try to take Finley's side. Is the funeral over already? Dr. Krakowski's told me you were there. So I was. It was an argument. People said it was my fault Irma died. What? I wanted to explain myself, but didn't get the chance. That's so mean. It makes me so angry. Yeah. Can we change the subject, maybe? Anything special going on in your life? Well, today's my stage debut. What do you mean? I'm rehearsing with the Porcupine Amphitheater Dramatics group for the first time. Wanna come watch? I want to get used to having an audience. An audience of... Wait, is Peanut performing? Wait, why is Peanut coming? She should be at the funeral, right? That I was kicked out of. Do I need to do anything? Just watch? That is an audience's job. Watch, listen, nod. And don't be too harsh a critic. I can do that. Yay, let's go. The rehearsal's taking place on this small stage in the park. Where's the park? Um, what? There's a park? This area? With like all the pathways or whatever? Ugh. All sad that we didn't get to experience Armor Spaniel. Okay. Oh. So? Yeah. I'm so glad you came. And you brought Finley with you too. Yes, I asked if he wanted to come. But just to watch. Watching? Nonsense. You're just in time. One of our members dropped out today. Caught a flu at a hibernation festival or something. Oh no, can we still rehearse without them? Sure we can. You've bought the perfect replacement. But, oh yes, Finley, please, say you join in. I'm sure that's just what I need to feel more comfortable in my first role. I am... Alright. Yay! Whoa! I was in theater group in elementary school, but I might be a little rusty. What's the play? Will it even work with someone new in the role? That's what's so great. We're an improv trope. We give everyone a role at the start of the show, then just see what happens. And tonight, we've got something very special in store. Terrible crime that needs solving. Yeah, am I gonna be playing the detective or whatever? Please no. Scared already. You're telling me. And you, Finley, are going to be our detective, the private eye. No. The guy who was a little too tough for the police. You're basically the referee. It'll be great practice for the rest of the group. Oh, okay. I hope I can pull this off. I know you can. This is gonna be great. Is everyone ready? Yep. I'm already pumped here. Hehe. Let's go. Alright. You've all been given a brief on your roles. Any questions? Good. Folks, we've got 2 new additions today. So, to celebrate, I've come up with something special. Listen up, everyone. I'm not a new addition, I'm temporary filler. We open on an old hospital. 6 in the morning. There's a storm outside, the rain's coming down in buckets as one by one you enter the building. Shortly after the shift begins, we hear the chief physician's voice break into a horrifying scream. Oh, ah, come on, you can do better than that. Let me feel your terror. Ah, much better. A body has been found in the chief physician's office. But it's not just any body. It's the body of the chief physician's personal assistant. You gather in the break room. The fresh coffee still bubbling in the pot when the door flies open once more. Into the room strides none other than the city's most famous detective. Finley, that's your cue. His face is grave, his steps determined, and so the questioning begins. Finley, You just let me know when you're ready to give your verdict, okay? Okay. Alright, folks. Let the interrogation begin. I feel like it's gonna be Mia. It's perfect. I don't know how that could have happened. It was the chief physician. I'm sure of it. You've got to believe me. She would have done anything for him, but she swept that under the table. Would have done anything for him? If he threatened her with it, she wouldn't hesitate to resort to such means. Anything to preserve her career. I did see her leaving the building last night, when I was just starting my night shift. Doesn't mean anything at all. Where were you the last time of the murder? Did you notice anything unusual? Do you suspect anyone? And where were you at the time of the crime? Me? I was only here for a cigarette break. I just got back from the night shift, and I was going to go straight home after that. Anything unusual? Or anything else that might be relevant besides your theories? Well, I don't know if it's really relevant, but before the PA started here, she worked in another hospital. But he was falsely accused of involuntary manslaughter, so they fired him. Can you imagine that? Alright. Oh man, I need a coffee. It's really terrible what happened. I still can't believe it. I was even here when the crime took place and I still couldn't do anything. Okay, you said you were there. You noticed anything unusual? Anything unusual? As you may already know, I'm pretty new here. So I probably wouldn't even notice if there was something out of the ordinary. Yeah, but maybe that will help you provide a more objective view than your colleagues. Yes, I suppose so. I don't want to make any false accusations, but there is one thing that happens. The chief physician came to see me a few days ago. She asked me to keep an eye on the janitor. I think he was seen hanging around my floor a few times heading into the storeroom. The people suspect him of stealing medication. And have you noticed anything? No, I've never seen him there. But maybe the murder victim caught him in the act. I wouldn't wish that on anyone, truly. Okay. Ever speak to the ambulance driver? Oh, okay, so first one's the ambulance driver, you're some new physician, and the last person's janitor. I've seen him in the corridors a few times. But apart from the friendly nod here and there, we've never really interacted. Yes, I'm happy to help if I can. I'd love to help, but I've been busy all morning. Busy, eh? With what? Sometime last night, that darn pipe in the basement burst again. That's the third time this month. Not that anyone cares. And everything's always underwater. I spent the whole morning on my hands and knees down there, tinkering around. And then I thought, what's that strange object in the water? And hey presto, I had the murder weapon in my hand. Not that I knew that at the time, obviously. And did you notice anything else? I don't know if this is relevant, but I talked to the guy a lot. Out on the stairs after work. He's the only guy there that smokes apart from me, you see. 2 days ago, he was saying some weird stuff. Thought someone was following him, stuff like that. I managed to calm him down, told him he was imagining it. Turns out he wasn't. Alright, thanks for the tip. We used to smoke together. That was pretty much nice, actually. He's quit now, so we don't see each other that much often anymore. But he's also been a little weird recently. Maybe he wants a job or something, but he's been chasing the PA around a lot. Oh? I think she's avoiding me, but I don't know why. Okay? Yeah, whatever. You don't understand how awful it was. If it were just a dead body, I wouldn't have been so shocked. I've seen more than a few of them over the course of my career. But in my office? Before my third cup of coffee? What's the world coming to? How am I doing, Finley? Am I fencing? You're doing great, but you need to stay in character. Oh, yeah. Oops. Hey. Ahem. I'd like to ask you about the incident. Yes, of course. I think we all want to get to the bottom of this. And as soon as possible, too. I'm busy, so keep it short. Very well, I'll be brief. Where were you when the incident happened? I wasn't in the building at the time of the incident. I'd already left early yesterday evening. I always try to get here as early as possible as a rule. And that way I could finish today's work early too. Only today my car broke down, so I didn't arrive until the same time as the rest of the staff. Breakdown service took forever, but maybe that was lucky for me in the end. Otherwise, it could have been me lying here cold on the floor. Horrible. That does rule me out completely as a suspect, though. I see. I don't think you know much. Please hurry up. Anyway, why are you avoiding the ambulance driver? You said you were taking a cigarette break, but you don't smoke anymore, do you? I'm not a murderer. I would never kill him. No, I don't smoke, but I'm allowed to go anywhere in the hospital. Wherever I want, especially to my own brother's office door. You heard right, he was my brother, and I would never hurt my own family. I'd rather kill myself. He may not have wanted to see me, but I can't help that he died before he could change his mind. And I know he would have done if I know he would have if I could have just talked to him again yesterday. Okay. Have you spoken to your doctor at all? I heard the news when she first started here, but I've never really talked to her. I don't think she liked her PA very much. Oh, okay. He's a nice guy. We used to smoke together a lot. Because our shifts synced up well. They don't sync up so much anymore. But he's pretty reliable and nicer than most of the others. Okay. What's your opinion? She's sneaky, I'm telling you. Thinks she's so much better than other people. Just because she can boss us all around. I'm surprised she wasn't kicked out years ago. She's just a bad influence on everyone else. Oh yeah, I gotta ask her about all the others. Alright. Man, I need a coffee. You're addicted to caffeine, are you? Notice anything unusual? Is there anything else you'd like to add? I just can't stop wondering why it had to happen in my office of all places and how. The only person with the key besides me is the janitor. Was my assistant. And we couldn't stand each other. I don't know what he was doing in my office. As far as I know, he was never in my office unless I was there too. His key was only for emergencies. Oh? The janitor would have a key though, right? If you ask me, it was the nurse anyway. PA made some nursing cuts a few weeks ago, and I've heard nothing but complaints ever since. She was also a penchant for being unprofessionally emotional, if you know what I mean. Okay. Were you aware the ambulance driver, the brother of the victim? Did I know they were related? Of course, I hired him after all. I'm not stupid. My assistant didn't like his brother very much. We discussed the prospect of firing him on several occasions. But in the end, he said his brother was weird but harmless. In fact, he was a very peaceful person. All the same, he didn't want to talk to him. Okay. You told me earlier that you and your PA couldn't stand each other, correct? That's correct. Interesting, especially as I heard from various sources that the two of you got along very well. That is wild speculation, and anyway, it should make me even less of a suspect, if anything. True, I lied, but I only did it for the sake of my image. I don't want to be the kind of boss who's known for playing favorites, so I treat everyone the same. Okay? I don't think I've ever talked to him. I don't think I've ever talked to... Okay, you just read. I don't interact with most of the employees here on a regular basis. You know what I mean. You say if you know what I mean a lot. She hasn't been here long, just a couple of months, but she's proven a good fit. I was a little skeptical at first, because I didn't know if she was assertive enough, but it's worked out fine in the end. She's normally very reliable. Though I did find a stack of uncompleted files on her desk just today. Oh? Weird. What do you think of janitor? I'll be honest with you. I've always had this suspicion that he was up to something crooked. He's always creeping around everywhere, cropping up where you least expect him. I think he's been stealing, but I don't have any proof yet. A lot of people have been saying that. That he's been stealing. The reason I want to talk to you again. Okay, nothing new to say to you. Yo. Do you know how your chief physician felt about her assistant? And where was she today? I don't know what kind of relationship my boss had with the PA, but she always leaves the building at the same time on Mondays. I think it's because she wants to catch that show about doctors on TV, which is always on at that time. That's what someone told me once at least. I don't know if she's a suspect, but I think she's a smart woman. I don't think she would have killed anyone in her own office, where she'd be one of the most obvious suspects, but that's just my opinion. She was cursing her head off when she arrived this morning too, because her car broke down. I saw them towing it away. Okay, so that is true. Getting along. At the risk of sounding like a phony, I respect her very much and I'm glad to have the opportunity to work under her. I think I can still learn a lot from her. Okay. Ooh, yeah. Well, I don't think my boss would kill anyone. She has a lot of money and a nice apartment. Why would she ruin all that? Nah. I don't see her doing it. Wow, there's like nothing to talk to you about. Did you leave work to go see a show? Ooh. Your doctor, ambulance driver, janitor. I've talked to everyone and said all I can, right? I want to say it's this person. Lied about being on a smoke break. Yeah. And you're on the night shift. You keep pushing the blame on the chief physician, but everyone's saying the chief physician couldn't have done it. Your brother was talking about firing you. Yeah, I don't think there's anyone I can talk to. That's like... I've seen him in the corridor a few times. Apart from the friendly nod, yeah. Yeah, out of his way. So my boss pointed out her suspicions to me. I know she said to keep an eye on him, but I just always get shivers down my spine at the idea of dealing with a criminal. Oh, wait, what? What do you mean dealing with a criminal? Wait, are you a formal... I can't bring that up to you? Wait, I asked you about the, janitor. I feel like it's either the janitor or the, ambulance driver. The ambulance driver is the one that lied the most. Like, the janitor hasn't really lied. Oh. Anything else you like to add? I can't stop wondering why I had to happen in my office of all places. Okay. But the janitor Could possibly have a key? I don't know. No, I couldn't stand him. But that doesn't make me a murderer. If I went around wanting to murder people, I'd have started actually doing it a long time ago. Not that I'm saying I did. Fact is, he just wasn't a nice guy. Ask the new doctor, she'll tell you. He really had it in for her. Oh? It's more of a motivation to kill him than I've ever had. Besides, I was on duty on another ward all night. So I couldn't have killed him anyway. Oh, okay, I can ask you questions. Okay. Okay. Like I said, I was on duty. I don't know exactly when he was killed, but you're welcome to talk to other patients on the ward. I spent a lot of time there that morning, having a very long conversation with the woman in room 7. She didn't feel well, and she really wanted to talk to somebody about it. Not to mention giving them her whole life story. I remember wondering about the light. The light that was on in the chief physician's office. Though that was sometime in the early morning. Okay. No, I didn't see anyone. So the chief physician is ruled out because her car was broken down, so she wasn't there. We know that for a fact. The new doctor even said so also. Or, wait. The janitor. I saw the janitor on that floor. He said he was looking for a ladder for some repair work. Fortunately, I couldn't help him. I had my hands full that morning. It has been implied that you might have had a motive after all. Namely, a personal dislike combined with the nursing cuts. Oh, you're the nurse, okay. I already told you that I didn't like him. But that doesn't mean I killed him. Being temperamental doesn't mean that I'm a murderer. Yeah, he made the nursing service even worse than it already was. And I could have laid into him about it then. But did I do it? No. Am I sad that he's dead? No, I'm still not a murderer. What do you think of the ambulance driver? I don't know who that is. Did you never have any contact with each other? No, never. You know, a hospital like this is a big place. If I ran around the building all day trying to make friends, you know what would happen then? We'd have a lot fewer patients and a lot more funerals. That's what. Okay. Your physician? I mean, she's my boss. What more can I say? Okay. Thanks for being helpful. We work on the same ward. The only thing I really remember was that the PA gave her a lot of stick. Most of it uncalled for. But I have no idea if she had a problem with that. Okay. We get along alright. He's quite a nice guy. Not very talkative, but I think we just both enjoy not having to talk for a change. I often think that the hospital would collapse without him. Okay. Oh dear, oh dear. So now I can ask you, like, janitor, like, do you know anything regarding the whereabouts of the janitor today? The janitor's a suspect, but why would he want to kill my brother? I always thought he was good-natured, but maybe I was wrong about him too. But didn't he find the murder weapon as well? And he didn't know what it was? If I killed someone, I wouldn't turn the murder weapon over to the police. But who knows what goes on in his head. Some people do that. Like, there's been people who've killed their family and then reported it to the police and like act like they were helping the police find the people. Don't smoke, speak to your doctor. Tell me about the nurse. She's busy most of the time, but I think we'd get along just fine. Sometimes she smiles at me in the hallway, so I think she believes that too. She said she's never met you. Questions. Anything unusual? Suspect? I heard something about that. It's been implied that you might have had a motive after all. Oh, sorry. Okay, I can't bring that up too. Big ambulance, lots of nurses. I respect anybody who works in nursing. Can hardly imagine the pressure these people must be under. Even though I've heard that some of them don't handle it too well. Getting along, what do you think, janitor? Hello. I know something about the nurse. You suspect her? Well, when I was on the other ward, she was on duty there, just like she was meant to be. Because of her temper? I always thought it was just a rumor. There's another nurse on the ward who has frequent outbursts of anger. But the nurse dealt with it herself more often than not. Because she understood the reasons behind it. I think she just cares a lot about her team. Okay. Really, we're in the basement on one. I've been asking around a bit here, and several people said they saw you. What? The nurse saw me? I was just fetching some tools like she thought, honestly. Okay, I wasn't, I confess. I snuck out of the basement. But I didn't kill him. Sometimes I take medication from the hospital. Only a little. It's just all so expensive. Sometimes I take things that nobody needs anymore anyway. That's why I was in the ward. And that's the only reason. I saw her on the ward yesterday. We didn't talk, but then that's normal for us. He's always busy, really. Okay. Ambulance, nurse, doctor, janitor. Oh, I can't talk about the, stilling. I mean, she does excellent work, no question. But her temperament was more of a hindrance than a help. And the PA recently made some nursing cuts. Other than that, she was certainly meant to be on duty. But you never know what people are actually up to. Who am I supposed to talk to now? I feel like I've talked to everyone. Told you to smoke. Spoken to the doctor at all. Tell me about the nurse. What do you think about the janitor? No, I didn't see anyone. Or, oh yeah, just janitor. So I don't think it's the janitor. We know why the janitor lied. Now, he was just stealing medicine. We don't know why the, ambulance driver lied. He said he was on a smoke break, but he wasn't. So... What do you think? Can you reconstruct the course of the events? Ooh. I can tell you what happened here. Oh, fantastic. So, who did it? The case is absolutely clear. There's only one person who could have committed this heinous act. Even though every single one of you had a motive. The solution is crystal clear. I feel like it's the ambulance driver. The ambulance driver. Or is the new doctor? No. But, no, it really wasn't. Does that mean one of us didn't play the role well enough? Or is it you that's the problem? I'm a doctor, not a detective. That's probably just as well. It was obviously the new doctor. Yeah. After all, she was the only one whose alibi was contradicted by anyone. Everyone's alibi was contradicted by everyone. She said she spent all morning working on the files, but the nurse was very clear that she kept running into the doctor in the hallway. Wait, was she? I don't remember this at all. So, what's the motive then? Isn't it obvious? The PA and the new doctor used to work at the same hospital. Did they? What? The involuntary manslaughter that got him fired. I heard about that, yeah. But which they could never prove was him. That was actually the murder that she committed. And it didn't go well with her when somebody else got the credit for it. In fact, she took it so badly that she followed him to his new hospital, and when she caught him in the chief physician's office, she seized her opportunity for revenge. It's very simple when you think about it. Yeah, it's simple when you think about it, but I was never told that they used to work in the same hospital. She just said that allegedly he was fired from a hospital for killing someone. Yeah, sure. I feel like a lot of information was withheld. Is that supposed to be like a DS or something? I felt tricked. Too bad you couldn't solve the murder. It's okay, I still had fun. Glad to hear it. Ooh, that was exciting. My knees are still knocking. I think my acting needs a little more practice. I'm gonna get going now. What about you guys? I'll stay here in the fresh air for a while longer. Finley, do you have a moment? Alright, get home safe then. Night night, crime busters. I didn't know it was about a murder. Sorry, I hope that wasn't too much for you. I really enjoyed it though. Without you, I probably wouldn't have come. Thanks for getting my mind off things. Finley, I don't know how you're feeling right now. I don't know what it's like when somebody dies on you for the first time. But I have to assume that'll happen to me sometime too. And I'm pretty scared of it. Terrified actually. But it's also part of the job, and a good doctor needs to be able to handle it. Hey, it might never happen to you. You're a great doctor. I think that's unrealistic. But when it happens, I want to be ready. What are you thinking right now? Not much. All I want to do right now is sleep. And thank you for joining in. I wouldn't have had the nerves for it without you. Maybe you'll want to do it again in the future. But next time, I want to be a detective. I'll be honored to have you solve my murder. Yeah. Keep going, I can manage. Wait, what? I'm confused on what it's saying is happening. Keep going. Maybe that's what it's all about in the end. Moving on. I want to keep going too. With life here in Porcupine, I mean. I think I like it here. The people, the little streets, the hibernation festival was great. I think I could feel at home here. Especially with a partner in crime like you. Let's make sure that few people die here as possible. That's the deal. Deal? Yes. Deal. St. Ursula's may be getting shut down though. If Ralph and a bunch of other people get their way. Because Ralph has inspired multiple people to want the hospital to get shut down. People I thought I was friends with. But I guess not because they want to see me fired. So it's delightful. I can't wait to get a good night's sleep. Oh? I don't know what's up with clock sounds. So anyway guys, that'll be it for this video. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. Like video, comment, and subscribe if you want to, because next one. Whatever that one. Maybe. I guess.